You alright? Trouble sleeping? Is it the storm? It's alright. I understand. Come here. You don't need to apologize to me. Fear is nothing to be ashamed of. It's smart. It's kept us as a species alive for centuries. Helped us to avoid danger and keep ourselves safe. It's brought us to where we are now on the evolutionary ladder, whilst many other species floundered and fell. Fear is completely normal, even when it seems irrational. And you should know by now. You'll never face judgment from me. No, I'm afraid that I can't hypnotize you to sleep. Not this time. I'm afraid my hypnosis will only work in the absence of any strong emotional feelings, like fear. My love, I'm sorry. I can't stop the storm, but I can hold you until it passes and keep you safe. I promise, as long as you're in my arms, the storm won't touch you. No, I don't think you're childish. Everyone has an irrational fear. Some fear sharks, whilst being hundreds of miles from the nearest coast. Some fear the sight of abandoned buildings and abandoned infrastructure overgrown. And well, even I have my share of irrational fears. What was it? Why, you suddenly perked up, didn't you? Yes, well, before I was turned, I was afraid of the dark. Ironic, I know. A creature of the night, being afraid of the very thing it concealed itself in. But I was. And, well, in my time, if you were afraid of the dark, you couldn't just flick on a nightlight or click on your phone. There wasn't even electricity. Remember, I'm over 300 years old. I had to light a candle. And a candle at the time, well, a candle was tuppence. And tuppence was a lot of money back then. Certainly something you couldn't spend on childish fantasies and fears. But my parents were they were the best. My father worked extra shifts in the coal mines. He would always work in the dark, save his candles, sneak them out so that I could have something to protect me once the monsters came in the night. Sometimes I wonder if it was the lack of light that led to that cave-in. After that, the money dried up. I found myself without candles to protect me. I suppose I actually managed to conquer my fear before becoming a vampire through sheer exposure therapy. But I suppose that you're actually going through a form of exposure therapy of your own. After all, you can't turn off the storm any more than I could turn on the light. But the biggest difference is you're not alone. You don't have to guess what's in the dark, because you already know. It's me. And as long as I'm here, nothing will hurt you. It's okay to be scared. Braver is he who overcomes fear through great adversity than he who is born with none. All these fears, all these doubts, they're tests, trials that make you a better person for having faced them. And I am so very proud of you. Proud not just for facing them, but for opening up and sharing your fears with me. I think my parents would have liked you. Now, try your best to get some sleep. Just relax, and if you feel yourself drifting off, then just allow it. What's that? You didn't know I was that old. Yes, well, I suppose when you put it that way, that I'm older than electricity. Yes, I suppose I am rather old, aren't I? Then again, you also called me old when you found out I was born before the Game Boy, so I'm not sure you're the best judge of what is considered old. But yes, I suppose it was rather strange. All the changes. Staying the same whilst the world evolved, broke, repaired, broke again around me. You know, I went to bed one night, woke up the next morning, and a completely new currency had taken over the United Kingdom. Gone were the crowns and half-crowns, threepence, tuppence and a penny farthing. They became pence. 1 pence, 2 pence, 5 pence, 10 pence, 20 pence, 50 pence and a pound. It was all very structured, all very simplistic. I found myself missing the old currency. They had a certain Charles Dickens-esque charm, Oliver Twist, and it's a very charming British Victorian feel. Of course, there was many more changes after that. The automotive, flight, television, the wireless radio, penicillin, fast food, eating with your fingers instead of a knife and fork. Oh, heaven forbid. Workers' unions, governments, armies, nuclear weapons, submarines, airplanes, spacecrafts. It sounds a bit strange, but one day I turned around and the world had gone ahead and gotten big. Suddenly the memories of the small town and the coal mine and the school that doubled as the church where I frolicked and played. Suddenly that wasn't the whole world anymore. And now here we are, in this big, vast world. Of course, if none of that had happened, I wouldn't have met you. I see my ramblings have bored you off to sleep after all. Good night, my love. Sweet dreams.